Hi, how are you? How was your Christmas? Did you enjoy it? Did you get what you wanted? Were you able to be with your family, your kids, your parents, your brother and your sister, with your friends? Did you get a chance to relax a little bit? Because it's been about a week since Christmas, and we needed this time to regroup, to calm down. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about, is that the new year is starting tomorrow, right? We go back to work on Monday or tomorrow. We start all over again. We start all over again. It's kind of hard right now to start all over again because the numbers of people who are getting sick from COVID, from the Omicron variant, are going up, and which means that we're going to have to go back to what we've been doing in the past in the winter, last year and the year before, is more masks and more regulations for schools and such. So it's not, it feels like we're going backwards. We're not going backwards. We're keeping going because God makes us keep going. Yeah, we're going to have to probably wear masks maybe more often than we did. We're going to have to follow regulations for schools and businesses if somebody gets sick. But we're going to do this. We can figure this out. So one of the things that we're doing is we're starting all over again, right? So I looked it up, and there's multiple sayings and things that people can repeat in their head, like take a deep breath and start again. Take a deep breath, start again. Yep, have to wear a mask again. Yep, we have to stay home for a while if somebody at school is sick or somebody at home is sick. But we've done this. We can do this. We know how. And if it gets to be too strong, gets to be too hard, then Mother Teresa said, when you have nothing left but God, you have more than enough to start all over again. God's got this. He's got this. He's going to get us through. He has gotten us to this point. He's gotten us to the point where we still have a church. We still have our schools and our children, our families. And we don't need to go back and worry about it over and over again. Ernest Holmes said, too often our minds are so burdened because of the mistakes we've made that we don't take the time to forgive ourselves and others and start all over again. We need to know that this is okay. Change is going to happen, and we're going to get through the stuff that we kind of messed up before. All right, so I went in the Bible, right? And Jeremiah 29:11 says, I say this because I know what I have planned for you, says the Lord. I have good plans for you, and I don't plan to hurt you. I plan to give you a hope and good future. God's saying, I got this. I got this. Ecclesiastes, which I love. All things continue the way they have been since the beginning. The same things will be done that have always been done. There's nothing new on earth. A person might say, look, this is new, but really it's always been here. It was here before we were. This is a tough one because we want it to be different, right? Here's what I know. I know that water, the rain, is always here. I know that if you look at the rain cycle is that there's water, oceans, lakes, rivers, and the sun beats down on it. And then the rain evaporates from the sun, right? Evaporates and goes up into clouds, condensation. And then they get heavier and heavier and heavier, and then they start to trickle down, precipitation. Then, once it's down on the ground, it goes back to the oceans. We don't lose water. It's always here. But it's been through this process, and maybe cleaning in the meantime. So, there's nothing new because God knows what's going on and has a plan and has been here always and will be here always. So we just have to remember, God's got this. This is not an easy concept for me to remember because I worry all the time. However, if I can stop every morning and start all over again every morning and pray every morning, that gets me through the day. I don't need to just survive. I need to enjoy, and that's what happens. We're starting all over again because it's the first day. Tomorrow is the first day of a new year. We start all over again every morning and every month and every season. But every time we do that, it changes a little bit. So we're starting all over again with this illness that we have throughout this entire world. We're starting all over again. It's getting worse again. But God's got this. We can get through this because we know how to do that. It's going to be a little different, but we're going to get through. If anyone belongs to Christ, 2 Corinthians 5:17, then he is made new. The old things have gone, everything is made new. God's got this. And Revelation, the one who was sitting on the throne said, look, I'm making everything new. And then he said, write this because these words are true. These words are true and can be trusted. Write them down. I don't think I've ever heard that before. These words are true. They're so true, write them down. God's got this. Things are changing, things are getting better, things are getting worse. Things are always changing. It's a new year. It's a new world. Here's what's happening with us in this church alone. We have a new pastor and we have a new intern who's doing just the work of the pastor. And we have new families that are coming every week who are part of our group, part of our family. We have new technology. We have a beautiful screen that we can see the words and we can see the videos that so we can understand what we're trying to learn, and a better sound system. Things are changing. Things are new. It's a good thing. We're going to get through this. Just like we get through every year. Every year we get through this, and we're going to do it again. And we're going to learn new stuff. And we're going to have new joys. You know, last year my children got engaged. This past year, my daughter got married. Coming up in this year, my son is getting married. It's not an easy world. But there are things to celebrate. And we have someone who will get us through the stuff that's tough. So every morning when you start anew and you wake up and you pray, get me through today. And then the next day, please get me through today. And the next day, please calm me down so I can get through today. When fall starts and things are colder again, cooler again, and the beautiful leaves are coming down, start all over again. When winter comes and it's crisp and beautiful with the white snow, or just being cold and being able to cuddle under the blanket in your house, or feel really good in Kenny's pickup truck with the heat blasting at me, which I cannot feel in the summer. When spring starts and literally everything is new baby animals, new flowers coming up, new growth on the trees, the shrubbery and the bushes growing higher. And then in the summer, when the ocean is right there waiting for us so we can go be there and have a new experience on vacations and with our families. So yeah, it's new. Everything is new. And it's always going to be like that. But God did this on purpose. God made those seasons so that we can enjoy each season, especially where we live right now. God brought us Pastor Sung-hyuk and Pastor June. And in that, brought us friends of theirs and people that are making our church become bigger and stronger and more able to teach us what we need to learn and give us the time to be together. God's got this. We have it. We're going to get through. So yeah, it's going to be tough. People are going to get sick. But it's a little different sick maybe. Maybe not so many people will be in the hospital. maybe we can not worry so much about our friends dying, just about being able to go back to work, which is a little bit easier to worry about. So, remember, things start again. Everything starts again, but we got this because God's got this. Because God's taking care of us. And that's what we have to remember. We're not alone, and we don't have to go through this alone. We got a secret weapon. We got a secret weapon. And how lucky are we? So, pray and trust and understand that it's going to be okay. And just think back at how it's changed, and we're still here. We're still here. I love you. I miss you a lot. But we'll be together soon. Have a good week.